Hey guys, Chipmunk7 here again, but you can call me Chip, and I am back with another video. And this is a banner review of the new Heroes Forces of Will banner of the new Fallen Heroes that just got announced. I wasn't planning on doing like a review reaction to this video, but once I watched through it, I was like, okay, you know what, I do want to talk about it, because these units are really cool. And obviously, the Fallen units are a big fan favorite. So I was really hoping for some good ones, and these ones are really cool. Also, according to the in-game notifications in Fire Emblem Heroes itself, Orson, a Sacred Stones character, will be the next Grand Hero battle. So that also kind of sealed the deal on me wanting to make this review. So let's start this video. I think it's still too loud a little bit. Okay, let's start this video, and we will talk about the new Fallen Heroes in the game. And I gotta say, I wasn't sure if I wanted to summon on this.
I'm Dmitri Alexandra Blathid. Everything has been taken from me.
I wasn't sure if I wanted to summon on this banner, but once we see the last unit, and the fact that this is sparkable because it is a banner that will be in the normal summon pool, I was like, okay, you know what, I might want to summon on this. A Fallen Dmitri, it obviously, big spoilers for Fire Emblem Three Houses if you haven't seen it, or if you haven't played it, seen it. But Fallen Dmitri is very strong. Also, another Lance Dmitri, obviously. But his weapon is obviously, again, we have a bunch of solos, a bunch of extra damage that is unnecessary, but it is just the case with newer heroes. They just want to give them extra damage output and survivability for no reason. Grants attack plus 3 if units not adjacent to an ally, so that synergizes with his attack speed solo in his A slot. Grants another attack and speed plus 6, obviously. And if unit's attack is greater than foe's defense during combat, unit cannot make a follow-up attack, and unit cannot make a follow-up attack. So it's like both, I guess, unless that's misprinted. I don't know, but I guess it requires both scenarios. Deals damage equal to 50% of unit's attack minus foe's defense. And then Murderous Lion is just basically one of the new trace skills, but for Dmitri, who is infantry, I believe. He is infantry. And then Odd Tempest, which is apparently a Dmitri. But yeah, really, really cool.
Don't struggle.
Really strong, obviously. All the Dimitris are really strong. Male Morgan, I was like, oh, cool. They decided to go with Morgan, but not Risen Prom, which a lot of people had been wanting. So another Red Tome Morgan, but Morgan alt. So Male Morgan just got his cool refine recently, and now he is getting an alt. So that's really cool. Grants attack plus 3, and then at start of combat, if units greater than 25%. And this says 25%. Anyways, whatever. I don't think it's 75%. Grants or inflicts attack res minus 6 on foe during combat, so obviously more damage. And also, the following effects will occur based on value of total bonuses and penalties on foe. So this effect by itself is pretty neat. If the total value of bonuses plus the penalties on the foe is equal to or greater than 5, they can't make a follow-up attack. But if it's greater than 10, the unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack, so he might be slow. He might be pretty slow, but have a lot of res. And if greater than 15, then guard is inflicted. So there's another big bunch of stuff. So he's going to probably have a lot of res, have decent attack, be pretty slow. The sabotage defense, which is... Oh, okay, so sabotage defense is kind of unusual, because he wouldn't attack defense anyway, because he's a mage, but it's basically synergizing with the fact that he's going to lower their res anyway. So they don't need to lower the res anymore, because then it wouldn't count as the part of his weapon for the visible effects, or the visible debuffs. And then a new type of skill, which is Attack Res Menace, which is basically just a power craft version of the improved threatens, like threat and attack res 3 or whatever. But the Menace skill also does not have a number on it. I don't know if that's mistyped or whatever, but that it will probably be inheritable, but because it doesn't have a number, I have no clue. So there's that. Very unique new skill, very strong, basically kind of how Mist for weapon refine works, just targeting all within 4 spaces. I think it's at the closest. Was it the closest within 4 spaces? The nearest foes within 4 spaces, yes. So that's just how that's going to work.
Any punishment you see fit.
So when I saw male Morgan, I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I saw female Morgan, I was like, oh, duh. Because why wouldn't they do both of them?
I'll never betray you. I'll stay by your side no matter what form you take.
So female Morgan is also a fallen unit as an axe flyer, adding dive bomb to the pool. But before we get to dive bomb, let's look at the weapon. It's basically the exact same as male Morgan's tome, but instead of attack +3, it gets a special trigger cooldown count, which is really good for dive bomb and glimmer, because it means they immediately attack with a special. And the same deal with the total bonuses plus the penalties on them. Foe cannot make a follow-up attack, unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack, and inflicts special cooldown count and guard. And now instead of attack res menace, because she's an X unit, so she attacks the defense, it's attack defense menace. Also with no number at the very end, so don't know if it's inheritable, but who knows. I think they probably will be, but I don't know. Was male Morgan infantry? Yes, I believe he looks infantry. Can't we go back enough? I should just use the mouse. He is indeed infantry. Okay.
You shall fall by my hand.
So also a very cool unit, adding dive bomb to the pool, and at that point, before we see this last unit, I was like, I still don't know if I want to summon on this banner. But then I completely forgot that the unit that is in the thumbnail for on the Nintendo Mobile YouTube channel.
I am Edelgard von Hresvelg, the one who will free this world of its corruption.
Hegemon Edelgard. Fallen Edelgard is a colorless beast, a colorless armored beast unit. I believe that is the first Edelgard that is not an axe unit, so kind of deviating from like the Dimitri path, all being lances. Hegemon Edelgard is the final fallen unit on this banner that is summonable, and the voice acting by itself, kind of similar to Flame Emperor, where it's altered. This voice acting is also altered for the fact that Hegemon Edelgard is freaking crazy. So also by freaking crazy, we have a lot of paragraphs. Since she's a beast unit, she does not get any inheritable weapons or anything of the like, but her weapon is insane by itself, with a special cooldown count, very just normal and pretty good. At start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than 25%, so kind of like Brave Edelgard, with all her effects being above 25% HP, inflicts attack defense -6 on foe during combat, and both unit and foe cannot make a follow-up attack. So it's basically Wary Fighter, but also inflicting attack defense -6 on the foe. If unit initiates combat while transformed, grants another action to unit after combat, once per turn. Okay, so that's also the Raging Storm effect, like Legendary Edelgard has. At start of turn, if unit, so that's just the beast damage, or the beast effect with the transforming, but also the colorless armored beast effect, where if she is transformed, kind of like the Lion King himself, she gets distant counter. So that by itself is really strong, along with attack defense ideal, with a new ideal skill, different than attack speed ideal. Basically kind of how Setsuna's special refine effect works, where if she has the bonus, she gets more stats. So attack defense ideal, same deal. Armored wall, also a crazy combination of skills. How the Twin Crest Power weapon is a combination of like Edelgard's, like the past Edelgards. Armored wall is basically a combination of a bunch of good skills. So at the start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than 25%, greater than or equal to 25%, special cooldown charge +1 to unit. Guard on foe. Restores 7 HP, so basically Mystic Boost. And then during the first combat, in player phase or enemy phase, if unit's HP is greater than 25%, while transformed, reduces damage from foes' first attack by 40%. So also guard bearing, but on both phases. So, breath, blade, guard, Mystic Boost. She's insane. So, I think unit was actually will be the reason that I do spark on this banner. Hopefully I get her beforehand. Also, look at this beast form. How is this gonna look on, like, in your party, like on your screen? She might end up being like big, like how Surtur is, but I have no clue. She just looks insane. How does her normal form look? It's still pretty crazy, but her beast form is so insane. And if you see it firsthand in Three Houses, it's also pretty crazy looking.
Crumble to ash.
So it has obviously it's really cool animation. Holy crap, that's really crazy. This is a crazy banner. So let me know if you're gonna summon on it. I think I will spark on this banner. I will probably I will definitely make a video. But yeah, I think this is a strong banner. And it doesn't show here, it just has the male Morgans, and I think is that Oder or Fafnir? I don't remember. But either way, yeah, Oder has an axe, I think. So I think that's Fafnir. Yeah, because he has the crown. So no Risen Crom, kind of stinks. Maybe this year Crom got kind of screwed over. He didn't get the CYL win. He's not getting his Fallen form or whatever. So kind of stinks for Crom this year. But we got the Morgans at least, so that's nice. Also, Dimitri and Edelgard. There's no Fallen Claude because he's pretty chill the entire time. But here we go. This banner is really good. Let me know if you're going to summon on it. I will be making my own summon video for this, so look forward to that. And that's going to be the review for this banner. Let me know who y'all want to summon for. I think I've already said that a bunch of times. Who you're going to spark, if you're going to get to spark, or if you're just going to use your free summon tickets from the Forging Bonds. But this is crazy. Also, Orson. If Orson is good, if he's a good, what's the word, Grand Hero Battle unit, I might make a review video for him, but don't quote me on that. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for the video, so, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and this is just the Celestial Sound. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. But until then, goodbye.